Midday June day sun is one to kill. Worse yet, how the rotten dog side of the road and swell them belly pregnant with worm. Nobody bother to take that dog off the road in Trinidad. And no breeze does even blow up in these parts to say the stink go fade. Whatever stagnant air it had festering in the foothills of Port of Spain stayed there and stifled the life out of everything. I stand up on the corner near Arpita Avenue, bend over the moss-like drain and laugh in time I see my face reflecting the slime, and I looking like some man's little potong. Is everything I finding funny these days? I was one of them men now who can laugh at anything, like that madman who does sprawl out on cardboard with a beer rum, catching Jones of dust on the pavement, like they seeing some divine irony in it. Don't know how long I walking now. School finished early. For me, at least. I don't know how he could tell a big man in Form 6 with beard growing down his neck you can't skip class. What you feel it is? It's not prison I sign up for. In any case, I never had a care for the dotishness they just want to teach. I just go in to my mother to go and jump off the lady young. Wouldn't have no need for school or work when you see I finish this painting here. This is the one. It taken some time, and I'll catch my ass even bring the brush to the canvas. Hell, to even squeeze out paint is like the tube constipated, like the paints don't want to get paint. But I know it's not the paint. I know it's not the brush, don't want to take the color, not the canvas, don't want to be the file. No, it's the hand. The hand that feel the arm, feeling the mind. Time I walk in my room, and that sharp sting of $10 thinner slap me across the face. Time I see the scattered newspapers across the floor, splattered with paint like blood in a murder scene. I just feel a terror not even the gunshot up the hill could bring out. And then, in the center of it all, that blank canvas leaking silence and standing great and erect like a monolith. The stillness is a haunting. It has taken head like a sickness, like a zombie. It has taken like a zombie. It's 3 months now, you know. It's a 3 months now. Every evening I find myself walking, wandering the streets like a vagrant. Second pack for the night and I'm done reason. The first I fall into a square and tuck into my back pocket because I convinced myself I would find some use for it later. Paper always have its use. Sometimes you have a thing to write down, and you have nothing on hand but your palm, so you scribble your passing thoughts, and by the time you're home it's smudged to shit because you sweat too much. You need to take it easy is what your mother say. Same woman who threw the pot out the window when the saltfish didn't wash good. It's too salty is what she say. I just put salt into the spite. Can't do nothing in that house. Nothing. Every little thing that woman is want to come and harass my soul for. I don't care about what your sister, friend, husband say about my cousin. I just only pretend to like she pale out, and I sure as hell don't have a care for she. Cousin is just a Christmas thing. A once a year nuisance, only slightly less annoying than going to the dentist. At least at Christmas, I could sit in the corner and have a smoke without some babyface scrub something about some no smoking sign up in the corner. Next to the no eating, no drinking, no cell phone sign. Tell me something about consideration, how other people so and so, and I so and so. And at home now, locked up in my own room. My mother want to come and tell me, a big hardback 19-year-old man, that I can't smoke? Boy, watch out. Hey, what happened? So this evening I come home from school, and I get to work on a piece. I'm slaving over that thing I don't even know how long now. I say 3 months, this might as well be 3 years. And the canvas still blank because I painted on copybook page. I don't want to ruin the good canvas I saved up so long to buy. So it's there collecting dust, and well, the paint I using from the $10 store. I ain't even bust the plastic yet, with the set of oils I saw on my phone for. But anyway, I reach home, and this woman come banging on my door, bawling something about how she can't stand the smell no more, how the smoke don't wash my sheets no more, I would stain the curtains, the walls, turn the ceiling a particular shade of shit brown and make me smell like a rancid rum-soaked drain rat. But I don't know what she was talking about rum, because I was only drink rum on Saturday when I get my money. It's probably because people are quick to think if you're smoking, you're drinking. And I ain't gonna lie, a nip does go down nice to a cigarette. But sometimes you need a head clear. Sometimes you have to feel what is there you have to feel. So you could finally put your brush on the canvas and paint what it is you have to paint. But I don't feel much these days. Not even that woman, screeching like a sukunya with salt under her skin, pounding on my door and about to break down the thing, could drive me to an inch of frustration, could even coax a single muted cuss. I tell you, it's like something breaking me. I come home to find the canvas looking back, the familiar face, and it was a stillness I already knew, a blankness I had grown accustomed to. And I know when I walk out that room, when I sling that bag of silence over my shoulder and take a final glance at the canvas, I wasn't coming back. Not until I had something to paint. It had come to me in a dream, that picture. A dream I can't remember, because I never bothered to write it down or sketch it in. That's why I just always walk with paper in my pocket now. Though mine is the inside of cigarette pack I'm using, whatever scrap I find. They say recycling good anyway. That dream don't matter no more, and I don't try to remember it. That's not what the walking is for. I don't know what the walking is for. I feel I just want to get bounced down. I feel one of these days I'm going to walk out on the road, smack middle in the heat of Port of Spain traffic. One man bound to be vexed enough to knock me over. One man bound to be drunk enough to think his jumbie standing up day and night. Hell, man don't even have to be drunk. I just really look like Jumbie. My feet move one after the other on the cracked pavement, the slap of each slipper making a different sound because I couldn't find a matching pair. I reach the end of that footpath and turn into a side road, down an alley, and emerge into the buzz of Frederick Street. I walk, but I don't feel myself moving. I become the stillness, that haunting silence in the white of the canvas, and the dark between the flickering streetlights. Port of Spain don't sleep. Halfway down Frederick Street, and I turn into a back road because the lights hit in my eyes. Don't know why they don't turn it down. Half vagrant when they sleep. It's like more they had to borrow in the city to find a peace. I stop to look at a poster stick on a parlor door, and it's only then I feel my legs, hot and pounding, and then the pain catch me. I twitch on my hamstring and eye on the ground. Child watching my conkles in the hand. The next one drooling after a cake with lost in the eye, and it's both of them laughing, bold and laughing while I on the cool concrete, clenching behind my leg. Ball up in the dark like it's the womb iron. And them children watching and laughing, mouth open big, cheek fat and plump, and eye shining with bloodlust, and I watch them and laugh. I ball, rocking back and forth until I feel a warmth creeping between my legs. I don't stop pissing myself. The concrete cold. I lean up against that parlor door, looking at the moon and the starless sky, thick with smog and dusty light. The noise pounding the street over, cars, bottles, voices, and the trembling of a bass line. It don't stop. It does never stop. But you only hear it when you listen to it. Living here all your life, you go deaf to the noise. I don't know what happened to me. A big, hardback 19-year-old man crying on the ground because his leg hurting. Big hardback man pissy self crying because he don't know what to paint. At the time, I didn't even have to think about it. The brush did move for itself. That was when I did believe I could be a painter, an artist. That was back when I didn't care whether it was good or bad or shit or what. I had to do it for the simple joy of the thing. Last night, I had to sit down front that blank canvas in the center of the room, and I hold the brush with Terylene red and try to imagine how evening colored the sea. But all I think about was a babe I see lots near the port, that old lighthouse, and that black rainwater lapping on the rocks with foam thick on the edge, and rubbish and grease and sludge and shit, fish picking at the plastic and styrofoam, and all of it piling up on that pitch oil sand. I think about the benches they put overlooking it by the walkway. I think about the people who just sit down there and watch redness fade from the sky. And I think about asking them why that light don't touch the sea the way it should.